Hey there guys, Jordan here, back with another reaction video, and it's going to be another death battle. And this death battle is Joker versus Giorno, Persona versus JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. Okay guys, let me tell you, this is the death battle I wanted to see the most. I was originally planning to release a top 10 death battles list of death battles I'd like to see, and this was actually going to be my #1 choice, but looks like I don't have to dream about it anymore because now it's officially a reality. Now then, while I am somewhat familiar with the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series, Persona is what I have grown the biggest knowledge for, especially for Persona 5, and if you know me, I actually have been doing my review of Persona 5 the animation, so if you wish to check them out, then I'll leave the links to those parts in the channel. I'm currently working on part 5, and I'll put up a release date on when it will come out. So, yeah, but still, I am so pumped for this battle. And now I won't have to keep thinking about it, hoping it will be a reality, because now it is. Okay, without further delay, let's take a look at it right now. And now, let us begin. Haha.
Joker versus Giorno, the Phantom Thief of Hearts and JoJo's Golden Gangstar.
All right.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death.
Oh yeah. All right, first up, Joker.
Ren Amamiya wasn't prepared for this to happen.
Nope, he wasn't.
Woman being harassed and stepped in, he had no idea her assailant was one of Japan's most prominent politicians.
That's true.
Forced to leave town.
Alright, background, real name Ren Amamiya, aliases Akira Kurusu, Senpai, Joker, height 5'9", 175 centimeters, age 17, occupation coffee barista, floral assistant, student, phantom thief, likes older women, cats, hamburgers, dislikes corrupt adults, chalk, jail cells, spent 10 years in a spin-off hell, excellent dancer. Now here's the thing, for Akira Kurusu, that's actually his name in the manga, but in all other forms of media he goes by the name of Ren Amamiya, and I'll be honest, I refer to him as such as well. But yeah, now these are all jobs that you can't get in the original game. And corrupt adults, yeah, if you've played Persona 5, you know what they are. Spent 10 years in a spin-off hell. I'm guessing they're referring to the other spin-off games, including Dancing All Night, Strikers, and Tactica, especially in the upcoming Phantom X. An excellent dancer. I see what they did there with the dancing rhythm game. But yeah, this is pretty much all of Joker's background. So I more or less know exactly how he is and how he works. But I'll let you guys see it since maybe this is your first time watching as well. Alright, moving on.
Friends and transfer to Shujin Academy.
That's right.
More fun ways to ruin your life. But
yeah.
Run-ins with corrupt authority figures was only just beginning.
You bet.
And it wouldn't just be dealing with your garden variety scumbag gym teachers.
Yeah.
His new friends found themselves in a whole new world.
The metaverse. No, not that one. Yeah, that one.
This collective unconscious is like an alternate reality formed from the amalgamated thoughts and feelings of mankind. What humans believe, or even what they fear, directly shapes it.
And inside this crazy mental
Nice.
realm, those who have been corrupted by power and abused the weak have become evil superpowers. Just
Yep.
like how they're viewed by many of their victims in the real world. Victims
Indeed.
like Ren and his friends, Ryuji, An, Makoto, Pancakes, and the Animal.
They
Yeah.
have been helpless against crushing institutional might in the real world.
That's
but
true.
In the metaverse, they had a way to fight back.
Personas.
As part of the summoner's inner self, personas can become incredibly powerful spirits.
Hell yeah, they
Personas
can.
battle their foes in the metaverse and steal their hearts, the source of their moral corruption. Ren and company could cause such foes to repent in the real world. So
Yup.
the friends formed a band called the Phantom Thieves, with Ren as their leader, codenamed
Joker.
Joker's first persona was the awesome
Arsene.
razor-sharp claws and the ability to curse enemies with dark energy.
Hell
Arsene was
yeah.
an excellent persona to start.
Uh-huh.
But Joker's a wild card.
Alright, Metaverse. Third Eye, Personas, Arsene, Jack Frost, Yoshitsune, Pixie, etc. Ultimate Personas, Alice, Lucifer, Odin, Metatron, Sataniel, etc. Velvet Room, Physical, Gun, Elemental, Nuke, Holy and Dark skills, Healing, Ailment, Buff and debuff spells, Shield and Barrier spells, Almighty skills, bypasses any defense. Wildcard, Social Confidants, Summoning multiple personas, Will of Rebellion, Unshaken Will. So yes, in the metaverse, Joker has all of these abilities that he can use to help him and his friends go through whatever palaces of their targets they have, as well as attack any shadows that may be guarding that have been corrupted by the palace's aura. And this is very useful for him whenever he enters a different palace. So, he may seem like he has the right arsenal, but then again, I don't know how personas compare to stands. I guess we'll just have to see later.
Literally, he can capture as many personas as he wants. He's gotta catch them all, because they each have their own crazy...
Yeah, it's pretty much
Fire,
Pokemon
ice,
for
and lightning,
weebs.
to dishing out status effects, healing, and resistances, to lobbing actual nukes at the baddies.
So Joker can fight with manifest...
Wildcard users have access to Velvet Room during combat, including any of the personas within it. That is true. You can enter the Velvet Room anywhere in the metaverse to upgrade your personas, turn them into items, and even transform them into new personas.
Stations of deities like Beelzebub, Odin, and Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Way different than in the paintings I've seen. Oh, hey, did you know that a persona is connected to their user's own stamina? So when a persona is shattered, even though it's not like dead, it does rattle the user pretty badly.
Well, without his personas, Joker...
Arsenal, daggers, experimental drugs, grappling hook, metaverse navigator, model guns, soma, thieves tools, omnipotent orb. So yeah, while he does use his persona, he actually is capable of using his own weapons that don't require any consumption of his SP. Yeah, and he also doesn't need to use personas to heal himself. He can also carry around items that he and his teammates can use to recover. So yeah, there is that. He can attack with either his own weapons or with his persona. So he can be resourceful when he wants to attack.
Joker can still rely on his guns, grappling hooks, smoke bombs, etc.
Might not sound like much compared to summoning actual Satan, but in the metaverse, perception is reality. No, really, it actually works like that.
In the real world, Joker's gun is only a prop. However, with Joker's reputation in the metaverse, this prop becomes a god killer. As his reputation increased, so did their powers, simply because that's how they were perceived.
Personas are empowered by the social links Joker possesses with his friends. Yes,
that's right.
Persona, hanging out with your buds makes you stronger. Anime. Game.
At their max, social links can bring a wildcard user back from the brink of death, instilling them with willpower greater than the rest of humanity combined. I guess.
Cool.
Gardening your friends like a sociopath has its
Hey, Wiz, have a cold one on me.
Thanks.
Nice.
Looks like our relationship meter's maxed out.
Oh, yeah. Well, guess there's no point to us hanging out anymore. Later, loser, I'm gonna go do untested pharmaceuticals and date my teacher.
Okay then.
What?
Moving on.
Over the course of his adventures leading the Phantom Thieves, Joker's bonds made him as powerful as the gods he commands. He can dodge Lucifer's Morning Star, which summons an energy beam that travels several light years in seconds. Millions of
Wow.
Or survive a cheeseburger.
Alright, feats. First human in history to save Igor, dodge lasers and star-crossing beams, knocked around a piggy bank weighing over 62,000 tons, tanked the nebula-sized Big Bang Burger, fought on equal ground with Yu Narukami, survived the Valentine's Day Massacre, defeated Yaldabaoth, Gilgamesh, Enlil, Maruki, Samuel. So yeah, these are all the feats that Joker had achieved in the various Persona 5 games that he's appeared in. And it seems that these might be enough to withstand his opponent. But as I said, I am somewhat familiar with the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series, so it's best not to underestimate characters that I don't know much about. So I'll just keep an open mind about that.
That exploded big enough to eclipse a nebula.
That's right.
Stomach problems. No wonder Joker can face off against opponents that can reshape all of reality.
Like Maruki, who used the metaverse to rewrite all of reality to fit his desires.
Right.
Yaldabaoth, who merged the real world and metaverse together.
Yes, that did happen.
With Yaldabaoth, that Joker...
Sataniel initially manifested from the will of the masses siding with the Phantom Thieves, but Joker could later access this power on his own. That's actually true. You can actually unlock Sataniel in your second playthrough of Persona 5 or Royal, I think, because when you summon Sataniel in the original game, that's actually part of the story, but you can actually choose to summon him on your own in your second playthrough. So that might be interesting to keep in mind.
Joker upgraded our Sen to create Sataniel, the biblical angel of vengeance.
Yes.
God, perceive this reality, bitch.
Its primary sinful
Shin Megami Tensei, if canonically, takes place in the same universe as Persona, which is a spin-off timeline. Therefore, attributes of almighty spells in Shin Megami Tensei apply. Yeah, Persona is actually a spin-off of Megami Tensei, which has separate spin-offs of its own, but it's too complicated to talk about that.
Shell is imbued with what is known as almighty energy, which can bypass any defense.
Yes.
From the omnipotent orb, which can explicitly rewrite reality.
Yes, very good.
Uh-huh.
Ass gun whiz.
And with
Yep.
a shot
Yes,
around
it is.
the world, Joker and his friends prove that you're never too young to change society for the better.
Yes.
No matter how arduous the forces against you may be.
If the man is keeping you down, just call up the Phantom Thieves to put them in their place. They'll never see it coming.
Long live the Phantom Thieves. Alright, next up, Giorno.
Remember, Giorno Giovanna always wanted to be a gangster.
Cause damn it feels
Okay.
good to be a gangster. Gone are the days of leaving horse heads in your enemy's bed
Ooh.
or squeezing their head in a vice till they pop.
Good
Giorno
lord.
wanted to be a different kind of gangster.
A more progressive, metrosexual kind of mob boss.
Gangstar.
A shot
Okay,
with
then.
Boy on the streets of Naples, Giorno's life changed the day he saved a wounded mobster. In return, he was rewarded with future protection from abuse and isolation. This act of reciprocal
that
kindness
so?
convinced Giorno of the value of the mob as a social organization. If only it was
Oh,
commanded
really?
by the right person.
Someone like Giorno.
Background. Birth name Haruno Shiobana. Height 5'8", 173 centimeters. Age 15. Occupation, boss of Passione, or Passione, whichever. Likes octopus salad, gangsters, epic piano. Dislikes drugs, corruption, pointless things. Biological son of Dio Brando and Jonathan Joestar. Don't ask. Can fold his ear into his head. Neat trick. Okay. So I am aware that he is the son of Dio Brando, but no idea he was also the son of Jonathan Joestar. But yeah. So he's the star of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Golden Wind, I think it is. So yeah, I haven't seen much of the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series. I plan to in the future. So yeah, this might be hard for me to go along with how the people in this universe are. But I'll maybe learn more about him here as we progress.
All he had to do was take control of the Neapolitan Mafia, Passione, and their army of
Passione.
assassins. Ambitious? Maybe. But hey, he's the bastard
Okay.
son of the insane vampire Deuce Lord himself, Dio Brando.
Who conceived Giorno while possessing the body of his arch enemy, Jonathan Joestar. This technically makes
so
Giorno
that's
both
what
a
happened.
Brando and a JoJo.
Hence the name, JoJo. Get it?
Well, he didn't
Okay,
just
then.
the name, but also the Joestar bloodline's power.
A stand.
possesses a stand. Gold experience.
Stands are invisible,
ooh.
intangible, punchy ghosts that protect their user and come with incredible superpowers, like
Nice.
time, making fiction into reality, or cooking Italian food. God damn, give me that one.
And Giorno's
Okay,
gold
then.
experience has perhaps the
Gold experience, damage reflection, healing, replaces missing body parts, can create vaccines for deadly poisons. Intangibility, life creation, creates any plant or animal life. Life shot, overloads the target's senses. So gold experience is able to use his power for not just attacks, but also healing others. That might be very useful.
the greatest potential of any stand in the series. With just a touch, it can imbue inanimate objects with golden life energy.
Turning them into any
pretty.
animal in an instant and back again. Giorno
Nice.
uses this with maximum creativity, like disguising a gun as a banana so you accidentally blow your own brains out.
Ooh.
A gorilla's worst nightmare.
Giorno
My
is
word.
really a super genius when it comes to Gold Experience's abilities.
Like transforming
Is that
bullets into
so?
flesh to heal the very wounds they made, or changing a brick into a snake that can detect body heat and find a hidden enemy, or turning his teeth into a special kind of jellyfish that filters out the toxins in the piss he was drinking. And he's the only one who did that.
Okay.
The object Giorno gives life to be a part of a greater whole, like turning a tooth into a fly, it will attempt to return to its original source.
Not only that,
Okay,
any damage
then.
Giorno's creations receive will be reflected onto the opponent.
Giorno
Oh.
can even imbue living things with this same energy. This supercharges the target's consciousness, causing them to outpace their
Nice.
physical body, and leaving them totally helpless to counterattack.
It might seem like you got 10 times faster,
Wow.
but you're actually experiencing time at a way slower rate, while your body is stuck in the same position. Imagine a Buddha to the nuts felt for 20 straight seconds.
Ooh.
Forget about it.
Especially when you're hitting as hard as Gold Experience. According to the JoJo
My, that's
art book written by
brutal.
the mangaka himself, Gold Experience has a speed rating of A, putting him in the same league as stands like Star Platinum and Silver Chariot, which are faster than light.
And although his strength then is
Cool.
only a C, he can still shatter cars like glass and keep up with ace-strength stands like Sticky Fingers. Perfect for a merciless stand rush that lasts 7 pages long. Daddy Dio must be so proud.
With Gold Experience at his side, Giorno joined Passione and rose to challenge its reclusive leader, Diavolo.
Wait. Diavolo? You're telling me that Giorno, the son of God, battles the devil, just like Jesus, whose full biblical name is Yeshua, or Joshua. Ben Joseph. Joshua Joseph. Jojo.
Before moving on, Diavolo
Okay, yeah, no, let's not talk about that.
Stand stand is pierced by a stand arrow, it evolves.
So, Joe got it first and transformed Gold Experience into the most broken thing in anime. Gold Experience Requiem!
Requiem stands
My word. Requiem. Flight? Enhanced life beams, reduces any action or effect to 0, nullifies willpower, acts independent of time, acts independent of Giorno's command, can strike targets into an infinity loop. So the Requiems are the more powerful versions of regular stands. Just like a certain other being who are able to evolve and have much stronger abilities. This should be interesting to see in practice.
Entirely. It's almost like they elevate your stand beyond the need for combat. Gold Experience Requiem
Okay.
short negate any action taken against it and return it to a state of 0, shifting reality back to
nice.
square 1.
Let's say I woke up
The Requiem upgrade appears permanent. Giorno retains it in multiple later spin-offs and also kept the stand arrow used to access it. Oh, so Giorno can use the spear and access Requiem upgrade whenever he wants. A bit cheating, but I can see why he would use it given the circumstances.
this morning, got myself a gun, and fired it at Giorno. With Gold Experience Requiem, no matter how accurate I am, the shot will always miss, because I never fired my gun.
That is return to 0, and also a horrific example of gun safety. This applies to
Okay,
any attack
then.
made against Requiem, including from Diavolo's stand King Crimson, which can infamously skip time, erasing the universe for 10 seconds. And Requiem negated that.
It undid time being erased, while time was already erased, which meant there was no time to unerase the erased time, and
Oh boy.
That's not a mistake. Requiem's ability acts independently of time itself. Sound crazy? Well, Requiem can counter the stand made in heaven, which can accelerate time across the whole universe into infinity. So that kind of range of Requiem's ability is actually consistent.
it also reduces your willpower to 0, so you can't even fight back.
Even death can be returned to 0. After pummeling Diavolo into pulp, Requiem prevented him from dying, forcing him to relive the experience of being...
Death is not a prerequisite to being put into this reality loop. According to its stand profile, merely being stuck in Requiem would induce it. Sheesh. So when you're stuck in an infinity loop, you can't be able to die in it. Yeah, that might be a problem for anyone stuck inside it.
being killed over and over in a series of never-ending alternate universes.
God, that's a living
When
nightmare.
you thought you were out, Requiem pulls you back in. The second you hear that beat,
Feats became the boss of Passione, stopped a helicopter with life creation, survived having parts of his face removed on par with faster than light stands, negated a universe-spanning time deletion, defeated Black Sabbath, Babyface, White Album, Cioccolata, Diavolo. My god. This stand user is completely insane. Just makes me wonder how stands and personas, if they're able to be on par with one another. Guess that's something to keep in mind for now.
piano start playing. Run.
And so, Giorno took control of Passione and turned it into the peacekeeping social organization he always dreamed about.
With its streets free of drugs, Italy's youth could rest easy. Their hopes and dreams could be carried into the future on a golden wind. Vento Areo.
Nice.
Whiz, you got 'em. So cards exclusive because of
.com. Alright, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's get started. Alright.
Giorno Giovanna, your heart is twisted.
Cool. Alright, here it comes.
So fantastic. My dreams are yours to take.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh.
Never see it coming.
Nice.
Checkmate.
Oh. Oh boy. Oh. Whoa.
Alice!
Impossible. Second stand.
That's not a stand. Yeah, that's not gonna help. Oh.
You never took the time to understand my gold experience.
Uh-oh. Ooh.
All objects given life by gold experience desire to return home.
Oh boy. Ooh.
This persona creates life.
That's not a persona.
Jack Frost! Ice Age!
Oh my. Whoa.
This Shoko Phantasma is justice. This is Requiem.
Oh boy. God damn. Ooh. Joker. Oh.
You didn't hear me before. Checkmate.
Oh boy. Whoa. Show's over. Nice.
Giorno never had the makings of a varsity death battle winner.
This was an absolutely fascinating matchup and far from an easy call.
Joker versus base gold experience wasn't close though.
Giorno powers through Joker for a loop, but Joker and his personas were millions of times faster and could take on Universe Busters.
Hell yeah, they can. Shadows and demons share many attributes with stands. Many are invisible to those without spiritual awareness or invulnerable to conventional attack. Joker's third eye can also detect entities like stands. It's true, Joker's third eye can be able to see things that you can't with the naked eye, which is very helpful in finding treasures, clues in palaces, and even where to go next onto your journey. So it's great that he had an advantage.
Giorno stand, considering he can spot similar beings like Shadow.
Add in the versatility of Joker's hundreds of personas, and Giorno could get quickly overwhelmed.
But that's where Requiem came in, and the game changed.
With its ability to nullify any action taken against it, even ones that can affect entire universes, Joker's regular arsenal was rendered moot.
Remember, Requiem could act independently of time.
Yep.
Joker wouldn't be able to avoid Requiem's ability. He'd have to beat it outright.
Yes.
The Phantom Thieves face Mark.
Almighty magic has consistently overcome reality warping from entities far more powerful than Gold Experience Requiem, such as Lucifer in the Devil Summoner series. That's right, Almighty can nullify any defenses, and that's how Sataniel was able to defeat Yaldabaoth without any hindrance.
Haruki, resist the reality warping effects of his powers.
Right.
He even had an ability that nullified actions against him, similar to Gold Experience Requiem.
But
That's
Joker
right.
still had an ace up his sleeve. While Requiem
Uh-huh.
reduced your willpower to 0.
The Velvet Room exists outside normal space-time and could act as a potential sanctuary from Gold Experience Requiem, similar to how it saved the Phantom Thieves from Yaldabaoth's reality warping. That's right. Even the Velvet Room can be able to be used as a sanctuary, and that's how Ren and the others were able to be saved from Yaldabaoth's reality warping powers when everyone was vanishing. So good on that.
Joker's social links were able to recharge him.
And finally,
Yes.
we have Joker's almighty attacks, which could bypass reality warping defenses like the Omnipotent Orb.
Fate is not unbeatable in JoJo. It has been altered by abilities like Soft and Wet Go Beyond and Made in Heaven Almighty. Magic achieves a similar effect. So Almighty is capable of passing by the laws of the universe in the JoJo's universe as well. So another point for that.
The perfect counter for Requiem.
And this is actually backed up in JoJo. While Requiem only has one appearance in the manga, it did show up in the game, Eyes of Heaven.
There, it faced off against the World Over Heaven, which can
Eyes of Heaven was written by the author of JoJo and occurs in the series' wider multiverse. This provides necessary context for Gold Experience Requiem's abilities and weaknesses, which are only touched upon in Part 5. So the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure series has its own multiverse as well, and it expands more on the characters' abilities along with their stands' abilities. So it's nice to know how far their abilities go in other multiverses.
override reality to overpower any attack, including Requiem's return to 0. That meant an almighty attack.
Results. Joker. Positives. Stronger and faster than Gold Experience. Almighty magic bypasses GER. More versatile options. Social confidence and wildcard powers countered willpower negation. Negatives. GER negates many abilities. Giorno. Positives. Has GER. Negatives. Less experience cannot defeat against almighty skills. Well, the results don't lie here.
Attack that can bypass reality warping would have the same effect, giving Joker the option he needed to land a killing blow against Requiem's perfect defense.
Dio, he's such a dick, he literally ruined his own son's death battle.
Giorno was brilliant, but Joker had the versatility, experience, and almighty power for the final blow.
Giorno missed his golden opportunity and had a shell of a time.
Yep.
Hey, Wiz, hear what I said? I said Giorno missed his golden opportunity and he had a shell
Yeah,
of a
we
time.
heard.
The winner is Joker.
Congratulations, Joker.
On death battle.
Next time. Ooh. Bowser versus Eggman.
See more Death Battle. Thanks for watching.
You're welcome. Okay, so that was Joker versus Giorno, and Joker was the victor. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping that Joker would be the winner, and wouldn't you know it, I'm completely satisfied. And the next death battle will be Bowser versus Eggman. Yeah, I'll get to that one soon enough. And like I said, if you want to see more of my talks about with the Persona 5 series, check out my review of Persona 5 the animation. As I said, I'll link them in the description below. And also, as I said, I'm currently working on part 5, so make sure you stay subscribed so that way you'll be able to see how it is. And that's everything I need to say. Thank you, Death Battle, for making this dream death battle a reality. Alright, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time.